guys, we welcome you back to the Yin and Yang podcast. My name is Bianca, aka Yin.
My name is Roberto, aka Yang.
And today's topic is our sucky internet.
Yes, fuck you, internet.
Fuck you, internet. No, but what is it actually?
It's our insecurities and awkwardness, which is like really being tripled right now. Like this has been testing us. We keep disappearing into the void all alone, and I'm just alone. Okay.
Yes. My video is stuck most of the times, and he's never able to hear me, and I just hate it.
Yes.
I just want to be able to talk.
Yeah. Wait, but now we are kind of like.
Is it working now?
No, I don't know. So let's just go with it.
Let's just jump right in with a disclaimer.
Yes, with a disclaimer. And then, so a small disclaimer, the Yin and Yang podcast does not associate with any offensive things that we actually say or do. No, that's not. We see like jokes mostly as an intent to make people feel good. We've been through a lot of shit as by ourselves, so please don't take everything way too seriously. We're all here for good fun. Yes, okay.
Yeah, good job, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Now they can't cancel us.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. And a small recap of last week when we talked about mental health. Ooh.
Yeah. Which was also I leaned out of the window quite a bit, so I hope that no one takes it too seriously.
This week we have a very exciting topic. The first original plan was to finally have our first guest, but
guess what?
Yeah.
He's too insecure to be on the podcast.
To talk about insecurities. It's like a full circle experience. I'm like, oh, but it's I get it. I fully get it. Like I get it. Yeah. I'm a bundle of insecurities. No, I'm not even mad. Like, I'm not even disappointment. I fully get it. I'm a bundle of insecurities and awkwardness myself. So I like, if he just wants...
That's the guest! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Dennis! What a perfect timing, what?
Oh, what a perfect timing.
Oh,
you wanna say hi?
Just say hi. Just go in and go out. Oh my
okay.
God. Get
the fuck out of here.
That's all fucking
Our podcast. Who do you think you are, man?
Well, fine, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't come
better
back.
run.
That was great.
I love that guy, yeah. It's so nice that he was
here. One of my best friends. Like, I love him.
Yes, same.
Yeah. I love him so much. So that was the guest appearance for our first podcast.
We did it.
Yay!
We aimed for it and we did it. We delivered, guys. Yes. We delivered.
Yes, you can trust us on these things. We make you promises and they arrive. A little bit late, but they arrive.
And they're low on quality, but they're there.
They're there. And we don't know when we disappear into the void and we disconnect, but we'll see how far we'll get. Well, thank you for that. Next week, we're going to have another guest on the podcast.
All these promises.
Yes, no. This one is going to work. This is going to be Sophie.
Yay!
Yes, I'm very excited for that. Sophie is a dear friend from the HKU where I met her. And like, she got a lot of weird shit to talk about. No, that's not weird shit. Like, out there shit.
Interesting shit.
Interesting shit, yes.
But it's still shit.
And then she got the fuck out of there. But, so I'm so excited.
No, but I actually want to jump right into the insecurity topic.
Yes. Great, yeah, okay, perfect. Because, my life until maybe like a year or two ago has been dominated by being insecure. Like, I hated everything about myself. Like, not hated. No, hated is too strong. I just felt like, insecurity makes you feel, and you back off. And that's why I think I'm such, like, a person that loves to be in fantasy worlds, because there you're free from insecurity. And, have you suffered a lot from insecurities?
Actually, not at all. Like, I'm...
Can't relate.
I've been perfect my whole life, and
let's talk about your love life then, huh?
Okay, let's talk about that shit. No, so there are certain things, like I have trigger points. When people talk about them, I get insecure as fuck, and then I just hate myself in general.
Yeah.
But like overall, I would say I'm a very like confident person. Like I'm very confident in who I am and how I look like and what I'm saying and what I'm doing. Sometimes a little bit too confident, I guess. And then other days.
No, maybe you're too honest sometimes, but I don't know if that's the same as confidence, because I don't. Because I would say confidence is also a lot of like, look at me. No, I don't know. What is confidence? Can you
just explain? Yes, I think it's just it's just feeling safe, and is it contempt? No, it's not contempt. Or like content with YouTube the way content. That you are. YouTube content. Go and follow us on YouTube, Yin Yang Podcast.
Yes, a new quest video is about to come out, and a little secret on our Instagram is about to appear. Ooh, do we have anything at the end of this podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. You wait and see for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait 25 more minutes or something, and then you will get the big surprise.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but it's just feeling secure in who you are. Yeah, and I think most of the times I do feel that way. And then there's this one time where the man of my dreams, the love of my life, said to me, Bianca, you're very unfunny. And 3 years long, that made me insecure, and I thought that I was unfunny and boring. People just look at me and they are disgusted by the way I tell my stories. Yes. And then 3 years later, he was like, that was a joke.
Look who's unfunny now. Ruined someone's life. Best joke ever.
The sad thing is...
Yeah, he should have done a disclaimer. Then it would be fine. Yeah.
Like, everything I say is a joke. You're unfunny. And I'm like... No, but the horrible thing is that after those 3 years, when he said that was just a joke, I was not mad at myself that I was insecure 3 years long. I was just relieved that he thinks I'm funny.
Oh, that's how much you loved him.
Yeah.
That's how much you loved him.
Loved. Past. Past tense.
Yeah. Yes. We have some pride apparently to keep up on. Oh, that's also something that makes me insecure, man. Like, as a gay homosexual person representative, I disclaimer, I do not represent the gay community at all. I do. Yeah, you do. The lesbians. I represent myself only. I always felt like I got so insecure because like the fishes in the sea, like that are out there to like pick out. All of them are straight in my surrounding, especially where I grew up, you know, like I come from a small city, and all the people in school, like especially in puberty, are straight or pretend to be straight, my kids, you know? Yeah. So it was really hard. And there was a gay guy that was out, but man, he had a tough life. And like I also feel that if there's so much pressure on it with your sexuality, then it's also more like you have to fight more to come out as gay, you know? So you will emphasize that more. I don't know, but he was very gay. Like you were very unicorn shirts and like go him, you know, like full of courage. I was super jealous that he could do it. But it wasn't my type. Like it wasn't someone I could relate to, because I fell in love with the jock of the school. And I loved him. You know, like I sat in class and I looked at him and I would dream away. And then his friend that was sitting next to him would say like, do you realize that Roberto has been staring at you the whole class? And I would be like, I heard that. And I just looked away. And then I sent Linde, like my best friend. She went over to that friend because she know the friend of the jock. And she was like investigating. Because you know that line of Bridgerton of, let us women do what we do best. Talk. Yes, and I live for that. Because that's what I do best. And she went over to that friend and she was like, "Oh yeah, I noticed that you heard something about like Roberto staring at Jock the whole
Wow, she
lesson."
went right in there.
She did, and she said, "No, no, that wasn't the case. He fell asleep with his eyes open." And he was like, "Oh, that's so Roberto," and then that's what they believed. And I was like, "Well done."
Good save, man. Linda, well done.
Yeah, that was just like staring with my eyes open, and there was no random point. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And that just happened every single class.
Every single class, every single day in the showers, the gym shower.
Yeah.
I was sleeping
Especially
with my
the
eyes,
gym shower.
especially the gym shower, sleeping with my eyes open.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something that really makes me insecure. And did you ever have a crush on a teacher?
No, I don't think so. No, I never.
Never?
No, there were some really cute teachers that like the other girls always found cute, but I don't know. Like I was never like at that age, I was never into older people. Like
Yes.
now that's like maybe now, like if I would go into university and I would actually meet them, I would be like, ooh.
Look
But
at that.
back then I was not interested in people that looked older than me.
Yeah, yeah. And so who were you interested in back then? Because I mean, puberty is like the source of all insecurities, right?
Yeah, it is the source of insecurity, but I was a late bloomer. Like I think that's how you call it. Like I did not think about romantic things until I was 16, 17, and then I decided, oh, now I'm ready to maybe like people.
Yes.
Like, but before that, I don't look at people. I don't care.
Who's your first love then? What do you remember from back then?
It was when I was 17. The guy called blank. And I met him the first day and I hated him. And the second day I fell in love with him. Like it was just like that. And I looked at him and I was like, wait. I love you.
Yes.
Please love me back. And he did.
Yay!
Until he hated me.
Oh. Wait, so you hated but you loved it?
Yeah. It was more like he hated me, but he loved me.
Yes.
The other way around, he loved me, but he hated me.
Oh, perfect love
And I just loved him until he broke up with me 3 times. And I was like, now I get it.
I see why.
It took him 3 tries to get rid of me. And I was like, haha, no.
No. And then he was like, okay, can I try a second time? You were like, no. And then the third time, how did he do it?
Maybe in a month. Oh, the third time? Bro, that's so funny. I was about to go to Spain with my best friends. Like I was about to go to a party holiday. And the day before, he called me and he was like, this doesn't work anymore. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, I'm going to go to Italy and I'm going to hook up with so many girls, And I was like, why are you saying this to me? Like, why? This came out of the blue for me because like, we were together again. It was all cool. Like I was actually a little bit sad that I had to go to Spain with my girls.
You're like, oh,
I was like,
I'm gonna miss my boyfriend.
I'm gonna miss my boyfriend. And then he was like, I'm gonna go to Italy with my friends and I'm gonna hook up with so many girls and I'm gonna send you pictures. And I was like, why? Why would you do that? And I was like there was only one tear streaming down my face. And I was like, okay, I guess.
Shit.
And then we hung up. And the next day I was on the bus with all my people and I was like, guess who's single? Me. They were all like, yeah, he's finally gone. And then I had the time of my life in Lorette. No, I had the time of my life. Yes? I was not sad at all. Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's the perfect way after a breakup. You just party it out.
True.
Yeah. That's not something for insecure people though. Parties? Social events? Boyfriends? What? No, that's
living the life.
Living the life. That's beautiful. But okay, so that's a crazy way to break up, indeed. So
weird.
That's so weird. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just fuck girls, and you're like, okay, then I'm just gonna partay, and yeah, it's an experience. And okay, and then for the question, like, what were your trigger points for insecurities? Because breakup apparently isn't one.
I mean, the first 2 times I was really devastated, but the third time I was like so over it.
Yeah. What practice runs?
Yeah, I had so many insecurities, like especially as a puberty girl, puberty chick. Like I have small boobs, and I don't mind it anymore
I don't
at
believe you.
all.
Show him.
Okay. For everyone watching on YouTube, I just show my boobs, so you better
Yes.
go and check that out. They're
Yep.
very tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny. Yeah.
Nipples.
But like now I don't care, and I like celebrate them.
Yes, itty bitty
like-
titty committee.
Yeah, but if you're like, I don't know, 15 years old, it's all about boobs. I have the feeling like, and all my friends had like huge bonkadongs, and I was there like. So that was an insecurity. Then my mom, my glorious mother.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace at home.
Chill in peace on your couch at home. She gave me all my insecurities. Like I was
are amazing.
mothers. Yes.
They're like, should
Mother.
you be like that? And I'm like, what? This is how I am. And
Yeah.
she's like, change
Same.
it.
Yeah. Like I was like in my underwear in my room. She came in when I was like 13. She looked in my ass and she was like, you have stretch marks. And I was like, what? What are stretch marks? Like,
Mama.
I don't know. Like I didn't care at all.
Oh.
And she was like, they're like scars. They will never go away. They're ugly. Like people hate them. You have to try to stop growing your booty because you have stretch marks. And I was like, no, my booty.
At least you had a big butt then, you know.
Yeah. Let's continue. Then my butt kept growing. You know what my mom said to me? Your butt is fat. You got a fat butt.
That's
Guess what?
crazy.
Now I'm losing weight. Like at the moment, I'm in the process of losing weight for some fucking reason. And now she came into my room and she was like, you have such a flat ass.
Oh, wow. Mother.
Those pants look horrible on you. You have a flat ass.
Okay,
and
what
I'm
about like having a lock on your door? She cannot be allowed anymore.
like she always comes in when I'm in my underwear. Why?
Ding, ding, ding. That's like a mom sense thing. Like, oh, they're probably masturbating right now. Let's go check it out. You're like, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible.
Funny.
You are beautiful inside and out, and do not be insecure about your big butts. Because a lot big butts, and I cannot lie.
Not can't deny.
And when a girl walks in with a teeny boy, says she like good sport.
Ooh. Okay, but like, what are insecurities for you? Like, for me, it was always body-wise.
Yeah, definitely. 100% my body too.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I was surprised it just stopped at your boobs and your butts. I'm like, but what about like the under part of the third layer of your belly button, you know? Or what about like this weird thing like under the arm? Or what about the neck? Everything. Like literally,
That's
I hate.
weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. I hated my body up and down, but I had this from child on out, and there wasn't per se anything that I remember that triggered me. No one came in my room while I was in my underwear, and she was like, "What is this?" Like, no one did that, you know. I always also when I had to like change clothing, like I was like, I'm gonna start with my sock, and then in slow motion, okay. And this became a problem when I started like dating boys, and they were like. Because the guys usually are like they jump in bed and they're like, and they're naked, like crazy, like the I can't find words, whatever, like the Tasmanian devil. I don't know that. And I do later, like and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna start with my sock now. And
like maybe you can turn around and if you're already on it, turn off the light.
Yes, can you turn off the lights? And then I like already am under the blanket somehow, and he just sees like this bubble like come his way, and he's like, instead of starting with the sock, why don't you start with my cock? And you're like, no. Like monsters.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so no, yeah, that kept on for a long time. Swimming was fun, and I loved the ocean. And it wasn't even that I had a weird body or anything. It was just like a body dysmorphia kind of symptoms. And also puberty was weird for me. Like when my voice started changing and hair started growing everywhere, and I was like, pluck it, shave it, pluck it.
Quick, before it grows back.
Yes, before they notice I am growing. And yeah, so that was weird. That was weird.
Yeah, like there's also so many small things I was insecure about. Like I was one of the last people in my class of the girls that started shaving their legs, I think,
Oh,
because
I had the same with my face. Yes, with my mustache.
because I was not aware that people did it yet, you know?
Mm.
I never cared about this shit. And then people gave me shit for like having hairy legs.
Yes. Who's that bush lady coming over? Oh, it's
Yeah.
Bianca. You know?
And another time, like my friend, she plucked her eyebrows and she made them really thin. And then this boy was there and he was like, ugh, the way you pluck your eyebrows, it looks so disgusting. Like it's so unnatural. And then me with my natural eyebrows, I was like, let her do whatever. And he
Yeah.
turned to me and was like, yeah, and you with your bushy natural eyebrows. Like, you don't like it unnatural, but you also don't accept it natural. Like, what
Yeah.
do you want?
Yeah, but those are insecurities. That boy was plagued probably himself with having weird hair, so he had to like pick on everyone. Like,
Yeah.
it's also weird, man. Bullying, and we said it in the last pod. Kids are fucking weird, man.
So
Like,
weird.
It's unnecessary how evil they are. You know?
Yes, and how they
It's-
just jump right into your business. Like, why do you
Yeah.
care how my eyebrows look like?
Yes, and why do I
What does it
care?
do?
And why do
Why
I
do
care
I
that
care?
you care about how my eyebrows
Yeah.
look like? And why am I crying for 4 hours now in my bedroom
Yes.
and not telling anyone? What?
So sad.
Yeah. No. That wasn't like that's also the thing. Like for me, I had a lot of insecurities, but I also knew very well how to hide them from others so that no one would ever touch them, not even myself. And this would become a problem later in life because then I never like worked on them, you know, because I hid them. And so what we talked about in Little Liars, I'm a great liar as well. So I also knew how to lie myself into confidence. Like that's how it began. That if someone would say something
Like,
about
that's
it,
weird. I
yeah.
don't know if that's like healthy or very unhealthy.
Yes, it's an unhealthy spectrum.
Is it motivational or is it manipulative?
Yeah, it's both.
I can't
It's
say the word.
yeah, manipulative.
Manipulative.
It's a manipulative, and
Yeah.
it is definitely that word that we cannot pronunciate.
Yeah.
And it's also so dumb because then no one gets to because then later they get to joke about it. Let's say for an example, like I was always insecure that I had a little bit of belly fat, you know. And that's in my head, I'm like, I'm gigantic, I'm enormous, like I cannot fit through a door. Like that was my perceptive, you know?
So,
Then you would look at it and it's just like a layer. Or you know, like that little line that boys get, like the hairline on the belly. I hated that. Like I got so insecure about that. Or the mustache, I could never shave. Man, I could go on for hours about this.
yeah, but I could also like now that you said it with the thing like between belly button and what goes down there. Like girls
Yes.
also have that, but like very light. Like I have it very, very lightly. And then I saw a commercial of like shaving stuff for girls, and they shaved it. And then I realized that was like a year ago, and I realized, am I supposed to shave it? Like I never
Right.
did. Am I
Yeah.
supposed to do like I don't get it.
People can get rid of these insecurities, you know? But they're real, like people do it. That's why their faces are all like plastic and like stretched to the back, you know?
Yeah.
But that's crazy, like all these weird things, and then I also like later realize everyone is crazy. Everyone is insecure about these weird things.
And what I think for me personally, what is also so intense is that I'm never insecure about something until I realize that maybe other people do it differently. Like I was never insecure about like the belly button hair thing. Like there's almost nothing. And then I saw this commercial and suddenly I was insecure. Or like Instagram, when you see all these beautiful girls,
I had to
beautiful
delete
boys.
Instagram for a month because these men on there are beautifully edited.
And that's when you get insecure because you see that shit. Beautiful skin, the perfect bodies, the ripped, I don't know, arms. I don't get it. Man.
Yeah, it's weird because that's a standard, and that's why this whole discussion is, you know, like this whole discussion about like what should we be seen and what should we be confronted with, like the rise of the iPhone and the downfall of the insecurity of teenage girls, and like everything is related to that. We are social creatures, so we completely compare to survive whatever, but now we don't need to survive. Now we just get weird and insecure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really lucky. Like my Instagram feed is just memes. So but I know for you that you had like a lot of like bodybuilders on there because you were also working out. So
Yeah.
of course it recommended all these things to you, and that's horrible.
Yes, yeah. Bodybuilding and Tom Hardy. Like, Tom Hardy, if you're ever out there and you ever hear this, man, you're amazing. Love you.
Also Chris Pratt, man. I don't know why, but I keep thinking about him lately. Like, I can't stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
What context do you think about him?
Just that he's such a beautiful, handsome, charismatic man.
Yes, it's crazy.
And
He's
it
so good.
sucks.
It sucks that, it sucks that he's so unavailable, and it sucks that like the whole celebrity thing. What sucks about it, it's that like they're just fantasies in a sense. You know, you just get an idea that you relate to them in your head, and then but they're like weird humans out there, kind of like what we want to do with the podcast. Do you think we make people insecure? Not now, but like, do you think you made people insecure in your life? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what way?
But just like, I am such a nice person. I am such a nice person.
Such a nice person. And if you have to scream it out in defense, that amplifies your niceness.
No, but fuck you. You know what? You belly.
No, I'm not insecure about it anymore. So.
Oh, that's nice. No, but like, I'm very vocal. Yeah, I'm very vocal when I like things about people. Like, I when I meet people and I like their eyes, or I like what they're wearing, or I like their hair, I immediately tell them, even if I have not said a single sentence to them yet. Like, I can start off with like a compliment. And I love making compliments. If they're honest. Like, I could sit down with someone and just tell them all the things I like about that person, which I do sometimes, not often, but sometimes.
You are so good. That's so refreshing about you. Like, I like when you're like, this is good that you do. Like, this is nice that you do. Like, your ego is not in a way at all like giving people positive feedback. Yeah, but it's also not in a way for negative feedback.
Yes, it's true. I just make people insecure with my aura, I think, because I am,
especially girls,
very present. Like, if I chill in a group, I am present, and shy people can feel insecure around me. That they're just like, oh, she outshines me.
Into the darkness I go.
Yeah,
that's true. And does that make you insecure?
Not insecure. Like, a lot of times when I hear that they feel insecure around me, I'm actually pissed. I get angry.
Yeah.
It makes me angry. Like, it's so sad to hear something like this. Like, I'm just trying to be like, everyone is trying to be a good person. I think everyone is trying to be the best self they can be, and I'm trying. And then to hear that I make people feel unsafe or insecure, or that they're scared to chill with me because they can't, then I'm like, motherfucker.
Like, how can I do more? Like, you like try to include, like, try to do, but that's also like the relationship with insecurity is usually a relationship inwards that reflects outwards. So it's mostly inside of themselves, like blocking, like you like completely block yourself, and then there's this person that can do all the things that someone wishes to be able to do, and then it shies them away, you know. And like, I've been in that position. Like, I know what that position is, and I've also been in your position. So I kind of like got the best of both worlds, mix it all together. No, you got the best of both worlds. But yeah, and so I know what it feels like to be intimidated by people who are extremely confident. But I think that the mind trap in that is to not wanting to take away what makes someone else good in order for yourself to have a presence, but also that maybe then it's not your environment. You know, like, it's
just fuck off. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
You don't like my vibe? Well, I don't like you.
Get the fuck out of here. That felt real. That felt real. No, it's really hard because I don't know. I don't know what the answer is because sometimes I'm thinking like it is sometimes nicer to just be with certain type of people when someone new comes in and he's very or she's very confident, kind of like disrupts the dynamic that you were having. But if you're in a group of friends or whatever and someone feels a little bit shy, I think that it's also like then for the people that are more confident to be aware of that. You know, like to see if someone gets shied away or like you can tell with body movements. That's why I'm so empathetic towards it because I recognize it from myself. Like if you say something funny or you say something confident or you make a joke or you put the spotlight on someone and they just kind of go like,
No.
no, don't do it. And then you like lower your energy and you're like, hey, it's okay. Come into the light. Come. You know? And
I don't know why, but this almost made me cry. But like not tears of joy or like love or it just made me cry. It just burned in my eye. Maybe I'm not that nice. Like if that the thought of being soft to someone is making me cry.
Maybe it's because so no one did it to you. Baby, baby. I never said that, but baby, I want to give you a hug right now.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm not very good with physical things.
Yeah, that's why we're like literally in different countries. So I'm giving you a hug. Looked away.
Stop choking me! What the fuck?
I'm hugging you hard. Yeah, breathe again.
You just choked me, man. Fuck!
Well, then don't cry. That's funny.
Yeah, what is an insecurity that you still have? Like, what is one thing that still lingers around?
Yeah, well, my body, it's not fixed. Like, that's still something that haunts me to this day. I'm also very insecure about, my body, because there's just a standard that I think I'm gonna feel comfortable at. And that's when I'm like fitter, like I'm getting there, like I'm working out more and more. But, and I lost my belly fat and I feel like I'm in balance. Like, because I always felt that our guest is back. You want food?
15 minutes?
Okay, ja, ich verlasse
Yeah, okay.
Get the fuck out of here!
Out of here.
Get the fuck out of there. So that my body wasn't shaped correctly. Like I felt like that I was a triangle. Like because I'm a gamer, like my ass is wide and my shoulders are small, and it felt like it didn't make sense. And yeah.
Like I'm nodding, but I strongly disagree. Like
yeah, I think now it's fine. Now it's better. Now I'm more rectangular. You know. Now it's more in balance. So I don't even know if it's true like back then, but.
Yeah,
that's how I felt.
It's not.
Thank you. And also, I don't know. I think I'm also very insecure about my work ethic. Still, you know, like how much I can actually accomplish and do. Like, it's all that I'm chasing a dream, an illusion, a fantasy, or is it actually going to be possible one day? And that's something I'm insecure about.
I see now.
But what I have to add is like I'm not insecure to the point it cripples me anymore. That it used to do. Like I used to hide away. But now I'm like, you know what? Go for it. You know, I can do it. It's like courage yourself. Give yourself empowerment.
Yeah.
Say I can instead of I can't, and all these things. What about you?
And getting there was a long way for you. Like getting to the point where you just say, "Hey, I'm gonna try."
Yes.
Like.
Even the podcast, you know, to just like kind of take the step to put yourself out there. The podcast sometimes the podcast doesn't make me insecure at all, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, same. Like, I don't know, like the feedback so far was either positive or there was no feedback. Yes. So I'm okay with that.
Yes, that's a perfect place to be in.
Yeah. We don't have haters yet.
No.
That we know of, but I would love to. I would love to have haters.
Yes, I know you would. I know you would. I don't think I could handle it very well, but I think you would be amazing with haters.
Yeah. Like hate fuels me. I don't know. Like as soon as people hate me, like when people hate me on Instagram, for example, I put myself even more out there
Oh,
to make
yes.
them angrier. I'm like, you want to hate? Well, hate that then. Hate this, hate that post, hate that story. You want to hate more? Hate that video.
And I'm like, love, 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 catching it. No, love, make it run.
Yeah,
We
that's a
are
good
yin
balance.
yang.
Like, I'm not gonna fall into darkness if you're around.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's funny. But what is your biggest insecurity right now then?
I don't know, like, especially during Corona, like, there's not a lot to be insecure about because you're just not out there. Like,
Yeah.
you're in your safe space. Sometimes you see maybe 1 or 2 friends. With these people, you feel confident anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I think something that bothers me lately, and I said it, it's like the insecurity of getting physical with people. Like, that just scares me.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
No.
And I don't know. Like, it's just
I think you need time to heal that.
yeah.
You know, like I think it's just been some rough experiences, and like your body's just taking time to like come back from that. I think it actually processed it subconsciously, maybe as a trauma, like, you know. And it's like I think so. Oh, you're like, oh, wait, yeah, are we going there?
It's so fuck.
yeah, like from the front and the back, it hurt both ways. Shit. Okay, this is a story for another time. Yeah, so
Bro, I would love to one day have like a podcast about, but I know that you hate talking about shit like this, but like sex stories.
I know we should. Yeah, that's something that makes
because
me
I
insecure.
have the best.
Yes. Yeah. The best worst sex stories. It's amazing. Yes.
Yeah, like I live for that. Like,
Yeah. We'll get to that.
the only
Definitely.
reason I still have it, or not really, but I do it so that it
Next
can.
week. Let's
You
talk
want
about
to
sex.
talk about it?
Yeah, let's do it next week. Like,
Oh my god, yes, with
Yeah.
Sophie.
yeah.
Holy shit, yes.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Continue.
No, that's it.
Okay,
I have a
perfect.
trauma.
Like, subscribe, and comment down below, and tell us what your trauma is.
I actually think it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah, I also think so. We did very well. This was a tight-knit podcast this time. We talked about a lot of our insecurities, and I feel like it just begun talking about like the whole list, but we'll get to it.
Yeah.
So there's a special video coming out as well. The highlights is coming up today as well, which I quickly have to edit still a little bit, but I'll do that in a little bit. Yeah, I have literally no time.
It's fine. Take your time.
Yeah, I will do that today, and it will be up as well. Today we talked about insecurities and things that are like plaguing our young minds, and how we didn't really talk about how we dealt with them, but
No, and I actually think that this video will have a part 2 one day.
yes, I also think
Because
so.
we just scratched like the surface of everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like body and hair and shit, and
Yeah.
perfect. I really enjoyed talking to you as always, and any last words to add?
Nah.
Nah. Then, alright, thank you very much for watching and listening to the Yin and Yang podcast. I was your host, Roberto, with...
Bianca!
And Roberto...
And again, Bianca. How the tables have tables.
Woo, yes! Woo, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.
Woo, yay!